Good morning, everyone. Um, we have to do this video lecture because we do not have enough time to discuss this last topic, which is all about the psychological perspective of the self. Okay. Our objective is all about to explain the psychological perspective psychological theories, no? According to Simon Freud, Eric Erikson, Jean Piaget, and of course, Abraham Maslow. And of course, lastly is to apply the theories to personal development. Okay? So here, we have this psychology, no? Na tinatawag nating psychology. Pag sinabi po nating psychology, no, this is a scientific study of the behavior and mental processes. Now, so in science, it uses systematic methods, no? Psychology in science or as a science is they rely on the systematic methods. Okay, meaning to say they use organized steps or observations, data collections, analysis, no, instead of guessing, no, or di kaya opinionated. Okay? And when we talk about systematic methods, we follow rules to ensure that the results are accurate, now reliable, and of course, it is based on the evidences. Okay, they just want to discover the patterns, no, and the principles that can explain all about the human nature and of course, the development of the self. Okay? So pag tinawag kasi natin or sinabi nating behavior, behavior is everything we do that can be directly observed. So meaning to say, these are the actions that the other people can see, okay, can measure, can record, okay, can be observed by other people, okay. This is the visible expressions of who we are, okay. It shows how we respond into a situation and how we interact with other people, okay. Like for example, walking, no, talking, okay, eating, smiling, no, those are some behaviors that can be observed by other people. And when we talk about mental processes, these are our thoughts, no, our feelings, no, that each of us experience it privately but cannot be observed it directly, no. So this happens only, no, in your mind, and it is hidden from other people, okay. So the psychologists understand or infer mental processes by simply looking at what people say and how they behave in a society. Kaya pag sinasabi nating mental processes, ito po yung inner foundation po ng inyong identity that they shape, no, your personality, that can shape your choices, how you view yourself. Like for example, ano ba yung mga hindi na o-observe ng ibang tao sa atin? No, it cannot observe directly. Like for example, kung paano tayo mag-imagine, no? Yung mga nafe-feel natin, okay? Yung remembering, mga dreamings, okay, worrying, no? Those are the some mental processes that we have, no, na hindi napapansin or hindi na o-observe ng ibang tao. Okay? So, paano ba ina-explain ni psychology ang tungkol sa pagdating sa self, no? So, the self is combination of the internal mental structures at saka yung tinatawag nating external behavior. So, it develops now as our mind matures. No? Habang nagmamature po yung ating mind, we learn and of course, we organize our experiences. Okay? So, unlike po sa ibang perspective na pag-aralan natin lastly, no? Like for example, si philosophy, ang focus niya ay reasoning, soul, existence, no? Si sociology, ang focus niya society and interactions. Si anthropology, ang focus niya about culture and traditions. Okay? Pero si psychology, ang focus niya po ay si mind, okay, yung personality natin, learnings, no, motivations, and of course, the development of the individual. Okay? So next, no? So here, um we have the word identity. When we say identity, it is composed of personal characteristics, no, social roles, and etc. Okay? So identity is now your complete picture of yourself. No? So it is the combinations um it is the combinations of all your traits, of your positions, of your connections that make you unique and recognizable in a society. So ano ba yung mga nandoon sa identity? Sabi nga natin, composed of personal characteristics. Pag sinabi kasi natin characteristics, ito po yung traits ninyo like being kind, like being hardworking, being shy, creative, mga ganon. Okay? This is also your physical features, no? Your talents, your preferences. Okay? When we talk about social roles naman, this is your positions that you hold in a society. No, bilang isang anak, bilang isang estudyante, bilang isang kaibigan, bilang isang kapatid, bilang isang employee, okay, and etc. Pag sinabi nating responsibilities, this is now the duties and of course the expectations that come with your roles. Kaya ano ba yung mga social roles mo? Like for example, pagiging anak, ano ba yung duties mo? Ano ba yung responsibilities mo? Bilang isang anak. Okay? Nagre-reklamo daw, no? So, just lang. Okay? So, pag sinabi naman nating affiliations, no? Pag sinabi nating affiliations, ito naman yung groups, no, that you belong to. Like for example, your families, no? To your families, to your school, to a religion, nationality, no, community, and any, no, madami po. Okay? That's why sinasabi nila na ang identity daw, it is stable but it's flexible, no? So it stay consistent enough for you para maramdaman mo like you are still the same person over time, okay? But it's also change and it grows, no? As you gain new experiences and of course, as you take on new roles, kapag may bago ka ng roles. So, that is what we call identity. Okay? Now, let's move on to the self-concept. Sabi dyan, no, it basically comes to mind when you are asked about who you are. Okay? Pag sinabi nating self-concept, ito po yung sarili ninyong mental descriptions or sarili ninyong it's your perceptions about yourself, okay? Paano mo to, I mean, it's how you see, no? How you understand and how you evaluate your own identity, okay? It can be subjective because it is not always exactly who you are, no? Objectively, but who you believe you are. Okay? So, it is formed, no, from your experiences. It is formed from your success and failures. It is formed because of the feedback from other people, no, and the comparisons with other people. Okay? This self-concept, it guides now your behavior. Kung paano mo nakikita yung sarili mo, no? How you see yourself, it influence kung ano yung mga ginagawa mo. Okay? What you think you can achieve and how you interact with other people. Okay? So like for example, if you are asked, who are you? And your answer, for example, no? I am a responsible, I am a good at blank, but I get nervous when blank, mga ganun. Okay, that is your self-concept. Okay, next, let's move on to self. So, pag sinabi naman nating self, no, it's the totality of the individual consisting of all characteristics, attributes, behaviors, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Conscious, unconscious thoughts, mental, and physical aspects. Okay? So, pag sinabi nating self, it is the whole person. Okay? So, it includes everything you are. No, yung katawan mo, your physical body, your mind, your feelings, your actions, no? And even parts of yourself that you are not fully aware of it. Meaning to say, when we say self, it is the complete unified sense of who you are. Okay? So, we have here these um approaches, no? Three approaches to explain no, about the self. First is we have the psychodynamic approach. So it focus only on the unconscious mind, early experiences, and inner conflicts. Okay? Pag sinabi naman nating humanistic, it is focused on the personal growth, no, the free will, the potential. And lastly, pag sinabi nating cognitive, no, it focus only on thinking, perceptions, beliefs, mental processes. Okay? So, isa-isahin po natin iyan. Okay, no? So, under the psychodynamic approach, we have Simon Freud. Pag sinabi nating Simon Freud, no? He is a Austrian neurologist and a founder of, okay? Later, he became the founder of psychoanalysis, no, which is one of the most influential theories when it comes to psychology, okay? So, human behavior and, of course, the personality are driven mostly by the unconscious mental forces, okay? The early childhood experiences and the inner conflicts between the different parts of our mind. Okay? Like seed, ego, and super ego. Okay? So sabi niya, no, that the self is not fully under, no, your conscious control. It is much of who you are. It comes from your thoughts, no, from your desires, from your memories that is hidden, no, deep in your mind. Okay? That's why let's move on to the psychodynamic theory. Okay, pag sinabi natin psychodynamic theory, these are the three parts that make up, no, the structures of your personality and your whole self. Okay? So these three, no, they work together para makontrol po nila yung ating thoughts, yung ating feelings, and our actions. But these three have that different goals, okay? Which it creates a inner balance or conflict. Okay? Unahin po natin si id. Pag sinabi nating id, no, that is the most basic and original part of your mind. Okay? So meaning to say, si id ay present po siya, no, mula nung pagkapanganak ka. Okay? You are born with it. Ipinanganak kang meron na si id. It is a completely unconscious. So you are not aware of those inner workings, kung anong mga nangyayari. So si id, ang laman niya yan, it contains all your biological instincts, all of your drives and desires. Like for example, yung gutom natin, the thirst, sleep, comfort, aggressions, and even sex. Okay? So, paano ba nag-ooperate si id? No, si id, it follows only the pleasure principle. So, ang ibig sabihin, it wants, no, immediate satisfactions on our needs, no? So, ibig sabihin, agad-agad po. Hindi po siya pwedeng mag-antay, no? So, wala siyang pakialam, no, sa about the rules, about the logics, about the feeling of other people or the consequences. Ang gusto niya lang is yung mapagaan yung nararamdaman niya and makuha kung ano yung gusto niya. Okay? Simple. Like for example, yung isang baby na umiiyak ng malakas the moment na nagugutom siya. So wala siyang pakialam kung ito po ay nasa midnight or busy yung kanyang nanay. Ang gusto niya lang ay kumain or I mean uminom ng gatas. Okay? So, ganun po yung working ni id. Okay? Like for example, no, kapag galit ka at gusto mong sumigaw or manakit ng ibang tao immediately, ibig sabihin yung nagsasalita sa'yo or bumubulong sa'yo ay si id. Okay? Kasi nga wala ka nang pakialam sa mga nangyayari sa paligid mo. Okay? Ganon po si id. And next is we have ego. Okay? So as you can see, nasa gitna si ego, siya yung parang sa iceberg. Okay? Si ego naman, it develops around age 2 to 3 years old, no? As you begin to interact with the real world. Okay? So, nag-work po siya both conscious and unconscious level. So, you can feel the influence, but it works behind the scenes. So, si ego, siya yung nagsisilbing taga-balance, okay? The manager, the mediator of our mind. So, si, si ego, it follows only the reality principle. Okay? So, binabalance niya si id at saka si rules, okay, and limits ng ating real world, okay? So, it understand that you cannot always get what you want right away. So, hindi mo, or I mean, dito yung time or part na ipapaintindi sa'yo na hindi lahat ng gusto mo ay nakukuha mo agad-agad, okay? It finds a practical, no, realistic, and a safe ways para masatisfy yung desire mo without getting into a trouble. Kaya nga sabi natin, binabalance niya yung demand ng needs natin at saka yung rules and limits natin sa real world. Okay? Like for example, kapag gusto mong umabsent or mag-skip sa class para lang magpahinga, no? So, si ego, mag-iisip siya na kung mag-i-skip ako ngayon or mag-absent ako, I will miss the lessons, I get a low grades, no? Mga ganon. So, before that, it is better to finish my work first, then later, magre-rest ako. Ganon po yung working ni ego. Okay? Dinedelay niya po yung pleasure, but still, it finds a way to meet the needs eventually. Okay? And next, let's move on to superego. Pag sinabi nating superego, na-develop naman ito around age 5 to 6 years old, no? Kung kailan you were able to learn the rules, the values, no, the morals from your parents, sa mga teachers, sa religion, no, and even in our society, no? So si superego, siya po ay bilang or nag-a-act siya as your internal moral judge. Ibig sabihin, siya po yung conscience natin. Ito po yung conscience natin, konsensya, or your ideal self. Okay? So this superego has two parts, which is we called conscience, no? It makes you feel guilty or it makes you feel ashamed kapag may ginawa kang mali. Okay? And the ego ideal number 2, no? It is, pag sinabi natin ego ideal, it is the image of the perfect person you should be. Ito yung dapat maging ikaw, okay? Bilang isang honest na tao, mabuting tao, responsableng tao, okay? So that is the ego ideal. Okay, so paano ba nag-work si superego, no? Ang fina-follow niya lang ay about sa morality principle. Pag sinabi nating morality principle, siya po yung nagpo-push sa'yo para gawin ang tama, gawin ang mabuti, gawin ito ng proper, even if, no, it means you are giving up what you want. Okay? So, si super ego, ito po yung strict, ito po yung perfectionist part po ng mind natin. Hindi siya tumatanggap ng excuses. Only cares, no? Ang mahalaga lang sa kanya ay kung ano yung tama. Okay, like for example, nakapulot ka ng nawawalang wallet. Then may pera ito sa loob. Kung si id yung nag-work, sasabihin niya sa'yo, take it, no? Free money. Pero kung si super ego ang mag-work, sasabihin niya yan, kokonsensyahin ka niya yan, stealing or keeping is what is not yours, no? It is dishonest and it is unfair. Okay? So that is how, no, super ego work. If you're going to decide, no, to return it, you feel proud to yourself. But if you're going to keep it, you feel guilty. So that is your super ego. Kinokonsensya ka niya. Okay? So kapag may ginawa kang mali, kapag nag-work, no, si super ego, therefore, kailangan mo nang i-balance. Okay? So, yan. No? So, ulitin natin. In short, pag sinabi nating id, ito po yung devil side. Okay? He wants everything. Walang rules. Wala siyang pakialam. Pag sinabi nating super ego,